What's up? What's up? What's up, my fellow gamers? This is your boy once again, Serpent 20 Gaming, back with another video. I know it's been a minute. I was having fun actually playing some fucking games. Um, I had to take a little media blackout. Ever since I saw that people were spoiling Horizon Zero Dawn, uh, which is possibly the most anticipated game since the teaser, since the trailer. You know, um, follow me on Google Plus, Twitch, all that good stuff will be in the description box down below. Sub to my channel, you haven't already. Like this video if you like the content. Also, I might start up a Patreon. For those who wants to pledge towards my Patreon, I will let you guys know on Twitter when it goes up, when it goes live. And donate if you want to. I'm not gonna beg for it. I'm not gonna like constantly ask for it. I'm just gonna leave the description, the link in the description box, and that will just be it, man. Do it if you want to. No one's forcing you. I'm not gonna ask you constantly repeat about it. Nothing. Just if you want to, there it is. I basically just set it up because I have people commenting saying that they like my content, but they want to support me somehow, some way. This is just a way for them to do that. So it's in the air. It's you can do what you want. I'm not going to implore or emphasize that you need to do it. Just if you want to, I'm going to set it up soon. All right. Now that I got the intros out the way, I'm going to give you guys my first impressions. Now you see that the title is saying early first impressions because I haven't dwelled too much into the game yet. I basically did a good maybe 4 hours, give or take. I live streamed it last night, like after midnight when it launched it, and I had work in the next couple hours after that, so that's why it's limited to what it is. Right after this video, I'm going to jump right back on it. I'm going to live stream soon, so for those who want to follow me and watch me play this game, this awesome game real quick, feel free. Serpent 20 Gaming. That's it. And also, I'm going to give you guys this little bit of news that I would hate to bring to you guys about negativity in games, but I personally don't like to do it, but I do it just because I want to get my thoughts out. I want to give you guys my opinions on certain things, whether they're smart or retarded. You know what I mean? Like these topics, whatever. I'm just gonna let you guys know. Also, people that also watch these types of videos also like these controversial type of videos. Um, so yeah, so I'm gonna start off with the impressions, and then I'm gonna lead into the negativity. So those who don't want to listen to negativity, I'm just letting you guys know now. I'm gonna give you guys all the positive stuff first. So as I got into this game now, mind you, I only watched like maybe a few trailers here and there, a lot of dev diaries about it. So I'm kind of familiar of what the direction that they were going with, and that's all I needed to know. I just needed to know the premise of the story, the actual what the combat looked like, the gameplay looks like, you know, the actual game itself. Now, as I was playing this game, I'm still looking at it as if it was a brand new game. And I gotta say, Guerrilla Games, they did their thing, man. They did their thing for a development team that mostly known for their Killzone franchise. I believe they did a game prior to it, and and then after that, I think it was just all the Killzone games. So when they finally decide to actually do something new, and Sony gave them that freedom to take their time and let them craft their vision in this game, kudos, right? You see it in all the media sites. Nobody gave it, as far as I can see, no one gave it nothing less than a 9, right? And 88 on Metacritic. And for what the reviewers of, all the reviews I have watched said about this game a week early, like a week ago, they praised the living hell out of it. They can't put it down. They're constantly playing it. They love to play it. Those who were skeptical, those who was on the fence, those who didn't want to do it, didn't want to review it at all because they didn't like the gameplay, but because their job required them to do it, they did a complete 180. They loved the game. It's an awesome game. Now, for what I played, the first 4 hours of what I played, it's awesome, man. Like, I didn't want to put it down. I didn't want to do that, but real life had to take precedent over gaming. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. Gaming is not going to pay my bills and all that. So, I mean, I played for what I could, and then, I'm going to get right back into it. Like, I just can't wait to get rid of this video so I can actually go back to playing it. That's how good this game is. The character Aloy, for what I played, for what I saw, she seems like a very good character, like a good versatile character. Like, she's not, I feel like she doesn't fall under the actual tropes of what women go through in gaming and all that stuff. Like, she seems like she has a mind of her own. Now, mind you, this is, spoiler free. This is a spoiler free impression video. So I'm gonna leave out story elements and everything. I'm basically gonna tell you guys of what I actually played, minus the story, and also my take on this whole thing, because I'm gonna segue this shit into the negativity that I've been hearing for the past 4 or 5 days. So here's the thing, right? She's not weak, but she's not super strong either, right? She has her flaws, which makes her just as great as any character of any gender, of anything, right? And now, I normally like to play these types of games where the protagonists are going through what you would say, quote unquote, a crucible, right? They have to go through some tragic event or something that has the negative shit that goes through their lives in the game, and what they do or what you would do as the player determines what the outcome will be, you know what I mean, and how the story plays out. And for what I played so far, people are already saying this is the game of the year for 2017, even though we're still in well, tomorrow will be in March, but it's still early on in the year, and people are already saying it. Now, I can see that this is an actual GOTY. Like, it has to be a GOTY for real. Like, it can't just be like play it for a minute and then drop it like it's nothing. Now, I'm at least expecting that this game is going to have at least a good handful of nominations when those video game awards come around, and you know what I mean, and stuff like that. Like, and I'm already getting the hate from the Xbox zealots. They're already trying to bash this game. These people are already trying to spoil the ending for people who didn't want to know. This is why I wanted to go like a complete blackout. I haven't gone. I checked up on my Twitter from time to time, or my YouTube from time to time, but I never posted no videos. I didn't make no comments. I might have liked a few videos and stuff like that, but other than that, I still clear of spoilers because I did not want to be spoiled at all. If Gorilla was trying so hard to not give away a lot of information, and I'm glad that they didn't do that, because if we were to know um, most of these secrets, or most of the driving question that drives us as the consumer to want to go and play the story through, like now if they would have answered most of these um, questions or these theories or whatever, the game wouldn't be as fun. The game wouldn't be as enjoyable because you already know what's going to happen. This is why people constantly play it. It's because they want to know. It's like that story drives you to keep on playing because you constantly want to know what's next. And I haven't felt that in a long ass time in a game, especially in RPG at that. Being that now RPG seems to be more mainstream, or they trying to lean towards more casual and all this other stuff. Like I didn't like that at all. For now, for Gorilla, like I applaud them. They did their shit. They did their job, man. They did their thing. Now, people, I have a gripe, right? I have a gripe with certain individuals. Now, Kind of Funny Games decided they dropped a video, and I was going to personally make a similar video tonight. I was actually going to do it, but since they already brought it out like this morning, or at least I watched their segment this morning, and the gender bashing in games, like I think it's fucking ridiculous, right? Now, me personally as a gamer, um I don't care if the protagonist is a male or female. There's only certain things I want the game to actually do for me. I just want to have fun. First of all, the gameplay has to be tight and the controls have to be responsive, right? Those are like the three major things that you would want in a game, in any type of game, right? To have fun, the gameplay has to, make sure it stays fun, and the damn, I just lost my train of thought. The gameplay, keep it tight, and the controls are responsive, like, you know what I mean, and there's no lag, no nothing like that. So now, for what I can see, I played Horizon on the vanilla PS4. I did not upgrade to the Pro, so I've been playing on 1080p instead of the 4K 30. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? But it still looks amazing regardless. So I can only imagine the 4K graphics in that game, right? And the lore, I want to know more about this world, man. Like the game is just awesome to me. Like it's to me, I'm gonna be playing this until I beat it, until I complete it. Like I'm gonna do hard body, gonna be 100% completionist, and I normally don't like to be a completionist. I normally just like to be like a 90%er. You know what I mean? Like a 95%er. Like I never like to go like full frontal, like 100% hard body, and be like, yo, I'm gonna complete everything. I'm gonna platinum the hell out of this fucking game. Like this game makes me want to go and do that. Like I'm actually gonna keep on. I'm gonna constantly do it. Like in my live streams, you're gonna see I'm gonna be doing morely side quests, and then when I have nothing left, like side quest wise, I'll lean towards a story quest. So, or a main quest, I should say. More, that's the particular term. So you know what I mean? This game is awesome to me. So I don't understand the gender bashing. I don't understand none of that shit, because back when you were kids, back when I was a kid, um, where mommy and daddy had to give you money to buy games, and or stuff like that, or a friend had to drop off a game to you or something like that, you wanted to borrow a game or something, like, or you had swap games or whatever. Now, you know back then, as a kid, I didn't care if the protagonist was a female. I didn't care if the protagonist was a kid. I don't even care if it was like some mythical creature like a unicorn or some bullshit like that. I don't care. As long as the gameplay is fun and I can enjoy myself playing, then I don't care what kind of gender, sexual orientation, none of that bullshit matters in gaming, right? Now, you'll hear the excuses like, oh well, I can't relate to this female because I am a male. I am a man. You know, I'm manly. I do manly shit. So I can't immerse myself in the female protagonist because I am not a female, right? Those are the excuses you would hear. Those are the excuses you would fucking find in all these macho guys that claim they super macho and all the shit they can't play. For you guys are gonna be fucking missing out. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Now, isn't like the majority of games that were highly praised, um, a good handful of them actually was led by a female protagonist or a childlike protagonist, or you know what I mean, something like that. Like we're like the minority portion, we're just getting that, you know what I mean, with like Battlefield 1 and Mafia 3, where the protagonist is black or half black. You feel what I'm saying? So we're starting to get the minority portion down packed, and a lot of people now are putting more female protagonists in games. So now you see it like in Horizon, you'll see it more in The Last of Us Part 2. Tales of Berseria is led by a female protagonist, and that game is super awesome. So you know what I'm saying? Like these games don't bother me. Even Kingdom Hearts 2.8, a segment of one of those two games, you're you're controlling a female protagonist, Aqua, right? So to me, to me, the gender thing don't matter, and it shouldn't matter. If you're a true gamer, it shouldn't fucking matter, right? As long as you're having fun. Um, when you think of female protagonists in games, you think of Lara Croft, like off the top of your head. You think of Tomb Raider, and you think of Lara Croft. Um, but we also had other ones like, you know, Claire Redfield from Resident Evil 2, Jill Valentine from Resident Evil 3, Dino Crisis, Heavenly Sword, most likely Hellblade in the future. Um, Things like that. Like there people are starting to weave in more females, bigger roles in these games, and I don't mind it as long as it makes sense. I don't care. It just has to make sense. You see a lot of flack, especially with the Uncharted 4 thing with Nadine um, overpowering Nathan Drake. Now, give or take, yeah, our society believes that, you know, males are physically stronger, and it can possibly be proven unless the woman is a Miss Universe or some shit like that, where she's just lifting like 2 pounds or some shit. I mean, 2 tons, something like that. Yeah, you know, basically, but I don't let that bother me, right? Because Nadine in Uncharted 4 is she's military trained. You know what I mean? She's a mercenary. So she has the background to kick some ass. Nathan is a old fuck who didn't want to go through another treasure hunt, but was forced to do it. And you know what I mean? And he was living a mundane life. Whether he was happy, who knows? But at the same time, like, you have to understand, Nadine's military trained, and Nathan's really not. Like he has the gunplay, you know. He can put up the old fisticuffs, but other than that, he's not military trained. In real life, a military person who is highly trained will kick basically almost everybody's ass unless they can match that person equally in martial arts or some shit. You know what I mean? So I don't I don't see why this game is being bashed as much as it is. Um, and I just want to tell you guys to cut it the fuck out, knock it the fuck off. Um, just play the game. If you have a PS4, play the game and enjoy it. Enjoy it for what it is. Enjoy it for what it was. If you see some gameplay footage and you like what you're seeing, just pick it up. I guarantee you might change your mind about the whole I gotta play as a male perspective, because I feel like that's retarded. Unless it's an RPG where you can create your own protagonist. Then I could say, look, if you want to play as a male, play as a male. I know few people that would prefer to play as a female. You know what I mean? Whatever kicks they get out of it. But if it was a game where you had to create your own protagonist, I always make sure that the protagonist look like me. Make sure it has my attitude or my sense of clothing or something like that. And wherever choices I make, it would be my own type of choices that that I probably would have made if I was living in that virtual fictional world, right? So the game is great for what it is. You know, they hold your hand for basically for like an hour. You know, just making sure you understand the controls, how to move, how to fight, how to survive, and then they let you go in the wild. That's it. Once you're out in the wild, you're good to go. You can do whatever the fuck you want, how you want to. There's no people want to say that they're limited to you. Like there's that like this. I feel like it's a true open world, and it's seamless. It's seamless. When they say it's actually seamless, it's actually seamless. There's no loading screens. There's no loading times. None of that. None of that. You don't see none of that happening, right? Now, like, you know, if you go to another village or another continent or something like that, there's always a loading screen. If you go into a dungeon, a cave, there's always a loading screen. You went underground or you went above in the clouds or some shit, there's always a loading screen. With Horizon, you don't see none of that, at least as far as I played and what I heard throughout the media. You don't it's seamless. And this is from a dev team who normally don't do RPGs. This is their first RPGs, and they're trying to make it into a franchise, right? Aloy could possibly be the first lady for PlayStation. Let that sink in for a minute. Like, she can actually be the first lady. Now, people might say Ellie from Last of Us, but she was a supporting cast. She wasn't the main one like they're trying to do with the sequel. But other than that, it's like she's strong-willed, she's determined, right? She wants answers and she's going to go and look for these answers, right? Aloy got shitted on heavily in like the first 2-3 hours of the game. You know, she's an outcast, whatever, and you know what I mean, and everybody was basically treating her like shit just because of that fact, something that she couldn't even fucking control. And I like how you, as the player, can determine how to respond and how to react to other things like that. So, for what it's worth, it's a great game. For what I played, 4 hours in, I'm already hooked. I don't even want to let go of the controller when as soon as I start the shit up. I'll tell you that right now. But I just want to tell you guys, man, don't gender bash this shit. Do not knock this game for what it is. People gave it a 9 and above, 88 on Metacritic. So you should actually try it out for yourself. If you have a PlayStation 4, if you try it out for yourself, or if you are trying to see what game you should get to buy that console, if you don't have one, I would prefer Horizon to you. I really would. It would change. Like I feel like I feel like an infomercial. It would change your life. Like it's amazing, man. I Gorilla, man. I can't express that enough. Gorilla did their thing, man. But that's it, man. That's all I have for today. Um, like the video. I'm out of here. Uh, this is your favorite gaming commentator as well as your gamer entertainer, your gamester. The gamester is in the building, and I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. That's it, man. I'm out. Peace.